Hi, I'm Jerry Ann Schott. I'm the Special Collections Manager here at the Galveston and Texas History Center, located within the Rosenberg Library. When people think of Mardi Gras, they often think of New Orleans. But long before today's parades filled the Strand, Galveston had already claimed its place in Mardi Gras history. In fact, Galveston's first official Mardi Gras celebration took place in 1867, making it not only the island's first, but the first Mardi Gras celebration in all of Texas. That first celebration was modest by today's standards, a masquerade ball and a performance of Shakespeare's King Henry IV, but it didn't stay small for long. By the early 1870s, Mardi Gras in Galveston had grown into a full-blown spectacle. Lavish costumes, torchlit night parades, themed celebrations, and invitation-only masked balls drew visitors from across Texas, including state leaders and dignitaries. Two rival krewes emerged during this era, the Knights of Momus and the Knights of Myth, each staging their own parades and grand balls. While the public filled the streets for the parades, the most exclusive events happened behind closed doors, where secrecy and tradition ruled the night. But grandeur came at a cost. By the 1880s, the expense of producing such elaborate celebrations became overwhelming. Parades were scaled back. Eventually, Mardi Gras in Galveston dwindled to private parties only. Still, the spirit never fully disappeared. In 1910, a new crew, the Cotton Carnival Kids, later known as the Mystic Merrymakers, brought parades back to the streets, reviving the spectacle that had once defined the celebration. In 1917, another tradition was born, the first appearance of the King and Queen of Galveston Mardi Gras and their royal court. Chosen in secret, the king would not be revealed until the coronation ball. But history had other plans. Natural disasters, including hurricanes, then World War I, the Depression, and World War II, repeatedly interrupted the citywide celebration. After World War II, public Mardi Gras celebrations faded away, surviving only within private organizations. By the mid-1950s, the city officially ended its sponsorship, citing rising costs. And for decades, Mardi Gras in Galveston existed only mostly as a memory. Examples of the historic past of Mardi Gras can be found in newspapers, photographs, invitations, and many other documents. Visitors can view examples here at the Rosenberg Library. There are even building sites like the Strand or the Menard House that have historical significance to Mardi Gras.
Hi, I'm Will Wright. I'm the Chief Creative Officer for Galveston Historical Foundation, and we are here today at the 1838 Menard House. The 1838 Menard House is the oldest house in Galveston, really synonymous with Galveston's architecture and its history. It was built by Michel Menard. He was born in 1805 outside of Montreal, and by the mid-1820s, 1830s, he had found his way here to Texas and into Galveston. He was one of the founders of Galveston, really synonymous with Galveston's early history and even the history of early Texas as well. The Menard House has a lot of unique things about it outside of just being the first or the oldest house still standing here in Galveston. It's also home to the first Mardi Gras celebration. So the house was built in 1838. By 1840, the newspaper had reported that he had what we think was a housewarming party, but it was a costume party. Over 300 people attended it, all different types of costumes. Really sounds now like what a Mardi Gras party would be, held around the same time. In 1856, Michel had the first Mardi Gras ball here at his house. Lots of people, costumes, revelry, and that was really, when we look back at the start of Mardi Gras in Galveston, although not the formal start of it, really some of the first indicators that Galveston was starting to participate in Mardi Gras celebrations. Celebrations in Galveston, in any town, happen all over the place. But in Galveston especially, there was lots of wealth, lots of development, lots of reasons to celebrate, and Mardi Gras has always been a good example of that. When you get together for a Galveston party or a Mardi Gras party, it doesn't have to be in Galveston, you're going to see a lot of costume, you're going to see a lot of revelry, and that hasn't changed. The people that were coming to these parties here with Michelle or other Mardi Gras functions were coming in costume. They were coming kings and queens, whatever might have been in fashion at the time, kind of figuratively and literally. But when you look at Mardi Gras and you look in Galveston, you can drive by here at the Menard House and you can take a look and see that this is where the location of some of the earliest celebrations of Mardi Gras occurred. And if you bookend that, you're going to be celebrating Mardi Gras today in Galveston, still surrounded by its historic architecture, still celebrating friends and family and community in much the same ways that was done then. It's a really great way to kind of bookend the story of Mardi Gras in Galveston.
Since 1891, a legacy of medical education and care, driven by purpose, fueled by passion. Today is a new day for UTMB. Our mission: to teach, discover, innovate, and heal. With a renewed purpose shaped by the passion of our people. We're UTMB, the University of Texas Medical Branch, where purpose meets passion.